ready to record because, sorry,
We're just gonna
No, you're
waste.
good.
We're gonna waste all of
we
the
literally
good stuff.
talk about stuff and then it's like, oh, we should record.
Yeah. Well, here we are. We're
Hi.
recording. All right. What do you guys got?
I feel like Arlo had something.
What do you have, Arlo?
He said record, so let's go.
Well,
He said stop.
we were talking about
Stop
your-
talking and record. he
Yeah.
said.
Well, we were talking about Josh's new iPhone 15 that switched from Lightning
15
to
Pro.
USB. Oh, okay. To specify the Pro.
It's not the amateur one, it's the pro.
Switched from Lightning to USB-C with this model, and you got home and you didn't have
The bricks.
the brick.
Yeah. So it's like, we have all these other cables that work just fine, but then you got to find the bricks. And we were driving to Chicago for fall break. And how do you plug those into your car then?
Because you didn't have a
Oh yeah. Well,
A
most
cable.
cars still have
Whatever
USB-C,
old
which you can get a
is it?
cable for that. But
Well, and we ended up digging through. My wife's got,
USB-A?
hey, she's got the cable the box of
Yeah.
cables that we found a few, and we're surviving. I mean, it's not dire straits yet, but so far so good. But it should all come together in the package.
well, and see, I think in Brazil, Apple got sued because they had to have the brick with the phone. So when you buy a phone, I believe it's Brazil, they literally like include the brick with it, even though it's not in the box.
it should be illegal.
Well, you know why USB-C is here?
Well, because like Europe basically forced them to do it.
Yeah.
Essentially, legally speaking, like they put the hammer down.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
No MagSafe though. Not a MagSafe guy?
No.
Okay.
Josh is like, "What's that?"
Those
No,
little,
I know what it does. I just don't.
I have
I can't participate in this conversation
Arlo
now.
loves mag.
by
Well, is
the-
this the topic for this episode, or is this like we
No.
just had to get going?
Well,
on this?
I felt like it was good, but I mean, I know it's not a technology podcast. Some people might be like, "What are they doing?" Talking
We can
about
roll this
phones?
into the case conversation.
Oh, we're gonna extend that from the intro episode.
I don't know.
I think we kind of covered it.
I kind of forgot we already did that.
If y'all just want to start over and just scrap
No,
this,
no,
and
no,
maybe
no.
it wasn't. As
This is the
exciting
beauty
as
of
I
the
thought.
show. Somebody pull the note. Somebody pull the note up.
I'm gonna go ahead and cross it out.
Be like,
pick a
we're
topic.
done with this topic.
Pick a topic. You got the notes?
I got it. Yeah, right here. What the heck? Let's see. Let's do. Is there any place you have no interest in visiting? That's a good one.
Yeah,
Who put that one down? Arlo.
that's a good one. Arlo, you start.
Yeah,
us
you
out.
started off.
So the question is there no place you have interest in visiting?
First, though, why? Why did you want to know this question? The answer to this question.
So I leave for Mexico in a few days, and I just didn't really have any desire to go to Cancun, but I got talked into it, and I'm pretty excited about it now. But I got to thinking, like, is there any place that I don't want to visit? And
Did you come up with anything?
no, I want to visit it all.
I probably err on that side myself. I think that, yeah, I'm not sure. There's places I have less interest in visiting.
like North Korea.
Yeah, I don't really have much interest in being there, but I'd kind of like to see it.
Really?
Nobody else will get to.
It'd be like a unique place to go.
Yeah.
It would. I think only like Dennis Rodman's been there, right?
I feel like you're going to have more
Yeah.
entries in this, so why don't you go ahead and kick us off on a place that you wouldn't want to visit?
Los Angeles.
Ah,
Have you been?
No desire.
why?
It looks awful.
Yeah, like crap on the
Like
streets. and
most of
stuff.
that region of the country looks rough. Like I just don't. I have no desire. It's partially. It's
Have you
like
not seen
when,
Laguna Beach?
where's that?
It's in that part of the world.
Okay. Well, I mean, is it
It's
pretty?
a TV show. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure there's some pretty stuff there. There's a lot of rich people.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to go there.
You're not
Was I-
into like celebrity sightings and stuff?
No, not really.
No.
All right, guys. That's
Who's
a good
your-
episode.
Yeah. Remind me not to ask one of Arlo's questions.
No, no, I did have a reason, because it's like, when somebody says you should watch this movie, it's fantastic, and they keep telling you that over and over. This happened to me with like the movie Christmas Vacation,
Yeah.
and I watched it and I was kind of let down.
Yeah.
I know it's a
No, I love the
classic, and I
movie.
know people
I
love
understand
it.
your feeling is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like that with Los Angeles, because I'm a video producer. People are like, oh, I bet you want to move to LA. And then, it's just like, no, actually, I want to stay as far away from that place as possible for many reasons.
I will say this. Is there a place that let me kind of revert the question. Is there a place that you wouldn't ever want to go back
I was
to?
just gonna ask the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I don't think so for me. I like going places. That's like part of my,
It's part of your jam.
yeah, like that's what like gets me going kind of thing.
How often have you been to Seattle?
Twice. I don't love the rain there. I will say that's probably, now that you bring that up, probably one of my like, the city's cool, the
Yeah.
culture's cool, the coffee's fun to go experience,
Sure.
but like I'm not a fan of rain.
Yeah, I went to Portland.
How's that? I've never been
I
there.
loved it.
Okay.
It was cloudy and rainy the whole time, but I don't know. I guess I just really like that Pacific Northwest kind of vibe. Like I love this time of year. It's fall right now, and I don't mind a cloudy, rainy day. It doesn't bother me that much. I like that better than I like bright, sunny, hot, unbearable days. Put a rain jacket on, put a sweatshirt on. You know what I mean?
Once in a while, it doesn't bother me. I think day in and day out, Seattle would kind of wear me down.
I'll tell you somewhere I don't ever want to go back to, and that is the country of Haiti.
What were you there for?
Mission trips, multiple. I went there 4
Plural.
times,
Nice.
and only one of them was fun.
Why were the other 3 not fun?
Well, I had a little bit of experience with Haitian tap water on one trip. And Arlo had some experience with local tap water, I guess, this week.
I think it's just a bug.
I think you got food poisoning.
I don't think I did, but
You got it out of the way for your Mexico trip, though.
it was the best weight loss plan a guy could ask for.
Or you
right
got some
before a beach
practice in.
vacation. I guarantee I lost 10 pounds in one day. At one point, I was like, where is this liquid coming from? Because I have no
You
idea.
just schedule your colonoscopy.
I
You could have
re-
rolled
I
right
was
in,
re-
ready to roll.
Yeah, no preparation needed because I was out. So anyway,
Well, I had experience with Haitian tap water. The other experience, I actually went down there by myself one time and stayed with a local contact because at one point I actually was considering becoming a missionary. And so I was like, let me go spend 10 days in Haiti by myself. And it was miserable. After like 2 days, I was like, I need Americans. Like I couldn't do it. That was rough. And then the other bad trip, I was in a car accident. And we were like in the middle of this, like,
you were in a bad car accident in Haiti?
yeah.
What a place to get in a car accident.
Well,
feels like.
so Haiti, it's a lot like a lot of those countries. You're riding in the back of trucks. So like they have these things called taps, and they're like Chevy S10s with some with a camper top on the back, and then they put benches in the back of them, and you just ride in that. And so like we were driving, we were probably about an hour and a half away from where we were staying, and our brakes went out. And we hit a speed bump, and then directly after the speed bump, rear-ended a vehicle while we were all in the back of this thing. And so, like, I covered my head, and, like, my arm went through a window, and, like, I was cut up pretty bad. It was one of those situations where, like, I didn't get knocked out, but you know how you kind of, like, in a situation like that, you get jarred.
disoriented. Yeah.
And so once I kind of, like, came to a little bit, my aunt is sitting beside me. She's screaming her head off. She's like, oh my gosh. And she's on the phone with somebody. She's like, you got to get her, Curse is bleeding out. And like, I look down and I'm just like covered in blood. And I was seriously thinking like, all right, well, my intestines are hanging out the back of the truck or something.
This has been
and
fun. Yeah.
This is it. I'm going out right here in this village in Haiti. And I just had a little bitty scrape. See that scar right there? That's all it was. It just bled like crazy onto my clothes. And then we were stranded in that village for like 2 hours waiting on people to come pick us up. And I'm just like covered in blood. It was awful.
This will change the subject.
Change it. I got too deep into that. That's why I don't want to go back to Haiti.
So I was going. I was getting ready to go to a trip to London, and the night before I packed everything, and I was living by myself, and I was like, oh, I need to eat something for dinner before I go to bed or whatever. So I ran out to, I think it was Wendy's. Might have been McDonald's. Anyway, I get a cheeseburger and like a fried chicken sandwich. And I'm driving and I take a bite of this cheeseburger. and some guy just like takes a left-hand turn right in front of me, and I couldn't stop. I smash into him. My airbag plops, my car accordions, and like I get out and I'm fine, and I'm like, checking on him, and he's looking at me. His eyes are as big as saucers, and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? I feel like I'm fine. Yeah, I got burned by the airbag." He goes, "Dude, I think you got guts coming out of your stomach." And I looked down, and I had taken a bite of cheeseburger, knocked it out of me, and it was stuck to my shirt all over, and it looked like the ketchup and everything. It looked like I was like, it looked like guts were spilling. I was like, "Oh, that's just burger, man."
That's a McDouble.
Yeah,
that's a McDouble.
It was so funny, and I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. Are you good?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." That was whatever. It was. Oh man, it was funny.
I wonder if that's what guts look like.
I don't
A
know.
McDouble?
Like a half chewed
up
burger.
McDouble.
We should test that out. Do some scientific research.
Get some guts.
Your guts are hanging out.
Jeez.
That's wild.
Well, I mean, that was pretty good.
It started with iPhone cables.
Yeah, and then we did the subject, and we had something to talk about.
Yeah.
Really, what most shows would do at that point, they would have ended it before now, and we're still
Still waiting on a sponsor to sponsor the
we're still
show.
waiting. Gonna get some outro music going.
Yeah, get some out and sponsors, please.
Yeah, anybody want to sponsor us?
That's what you get.
That's what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, that wasn't bad.
No,
It's
works. Works.